please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for getting latest updated video. Everyone, my name is Bhavesh Parmar. In today's HTML session, we are going to discuss order list, unordered list and definition list. From HSC board point of view, its weightage is approximately 8 marks and the classification is 3 marks for theory and 1 compulsory program is there, and if we try to attempt that program, so we'll definitely get 5 marks. So let me start guys. Order list, unordered list and definition list. So first of all we discussed list number 1, our ordered list. So guys, ordered list means what? First of all we focused on list. What do you mean by list? These are nothing but what? Group of elements or list sequence of elements, and the name suggests ordered. Ordered means what? These data have some proper sequence or in particular order, we can say that. So ordered list means what? It is a group of elements having predefined order. Its sequence is very important, so that's why it is mentioned under ordered list. So generally in HTML, order list is represented by tag OL, and it is also a pair tag, so that's why its ending tag is /OL, that we are going to call companion tag, and the information must be present in between OL tag and /OL tag. So to represent various list elements, it uses one supporting tag, and the name of tag is LI tag. This LI tag represents list elements, and generally LI is a singular tag. So now my question is, how can we represent the elements in order list form? So before starting that example, just first we are trying to write down the general format of this ordered list. So here I am going to write OL, then on next line I am going to write down LI dash, LI dash, LI dash. In this way I can write n number of elements, and finally I am going to write down /OL. So generally it is a syntax, or we can say that how to write. So it is a format of ordered list in HTML. So it is represented by first OL tag, and all the elements are represented by LI, LI, LI. So we cannot write all the elements within single LI. For every separate element, we should always use LI tag separately. And all these tags are singular tag, so there is no need to write down /LI. But OL tag is pair tag, so we should close that tag at the last when your list elements are over. So before taking the example of this OL tag, we are just see the syntax of this OL tag we already studied now. Now we are going to see the attributes of OL tag. So OL tag has two separate attributes. First one type and second one is start. So what we are trying to do, we are going to study both the attributes separately. So first of all we focused on this type attribute. Type attribute represents in which format you want to display the list of elements. So it provides the various formats, like suppose we can display the list of elements by using digits, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6, or we can use alphabets, that is capital ABCD, then small abcd, then small Roman numbers, capital Roman numbers. So these kinds of sequence, list sequence is represented by these 5 different formats. So if I am not going to use type attribute in my program, then it will display all the list elements in 1 2 3 4 format. But if we wish to display in different format, so we always used this type attribute. So I will show you how to use this type attribute. So here I am going to take one example, so that example will clear more to you. So how to use in our program. So suppose in OL, I'm going to write down type is equal to small a, and that character should be represented in double inverted comma. And thereafter, suppose I am writing LI, and suppose here I am writing physics, then LI maths, LI CS, LI chemistry / OL. So in this example, I am going to represent these 4 elements. So whenever I am going to write down this code in my notepad section, and whenever I am going to save this program with HTML extension, then it will show you the output in my web page like this. So I am using representation by small a, so it will display like this, small a, then in front of that it will display physics, then B, my second subject is maths, C, CS, D, chemistry. So if I am going to extend this list, it will also extend these numbers also. And suppose if I am using 27 element, then what happens? We know that alphabets are 26. So after completing Z, it will start with AA. So in this way, we can represent the element. And suppose here I am going to write down instead of small a, and suppose if I am writing capital I, that is Roman number, then what will be its effect? So these list elements are represented by Roman numbers. So if I am using here capital Roman 1, so it will display like this. This I am going to rub this. This is my second number, this is my third, and this is the fourth element. So it will display automatically on your screen. Guys, we are going to study the second characteristic, start. OL consists of 2 different characteristics, type and second one is start. Type we have already discussed. Now we are going to see how the start attribute is used. So generally what happens, if I am using type attribute, then it will start with from first 1 2 3 4 or ABCD or Roman 1 2 3 4. In this way we can represent the element. But if I want to start the element from particular number, then in that case I am using start attribute. So how can we use? So suppose here I am going to write down instead of type, if I am writing like this OL, then here I am going to write down start is equal to suppose 50, and thereafter I am going to represent all these elements. Then what will be its effect in my web page? So it will show me the output like this. So these are my 4 elements, and whenever I am using this start 50, so it will display the elements from 50, means first element is 50, thereafter second one is 51, 52, 53 and so on. In this way, if there are more number of elements are there, it will extend the list. Suppose here I am going to write down, suppose start is equal to 100. Then what happen? My list will start with 100, 101, 102, 103 and so on. So in this way, we are going to study this order list in HTML. So there is one more list is there called unordered list. So what happens in case of unordered list? As we studied in order list, the sequence of data is very important, very crucial. We can't change its sequence. Say for example, our examination timetable. Means suppose from Monday examination is there, and our first paper is suppose physics, then second paper is chemistry, then computer science, and then maths, and then English, and so on. We can't change the sequence. So it is called what? Ordered format. And now our next concept is unordered list. So as the name suggests, unordered list, its sequence is not important. So we can represent any element at any position. Got it? Now, so in case of ordered list, there are 2 attributes, type attribute as well as start attribute. But in case of unordered list, we are using only single attribute, and the name of attribute is type. So generally what happens? unordered list is represented by tag UL. Ordered list is represented by OL. Now similarly, unordered list tag is represented by UL. It is also pair tag, that is it should end with /UL. And as we know that it represent a list, so that's why it also use one supporting tag called LI. Now the question is, it also have one attribute type, then how it going to represent the elements? Because sequence is not important, so that's why we cannot use 1 2 3 4 or alphabets A B C D or Roman numbers. Then how can I going to represent the elements? So generally what happen, HTML sub provides 3 different symbols. These symbols are used to represent unordered list elements, and these symbols are circle, which is represented by a hollow circle. Then next one is square, so that square is represented like this, or you can also call this filled square. And the third is disk. And it is represented by this filled circle. So these are the 3 different symbols are widely used to represent unordered list elements. Which are the symbols? Circle, square and disk. And if I am not using type attribute in my unordered list, then it will display the default, that is disk. And generally we are seeing this symbol in Microsoft Word in bullets and numbering section. If I am using this disk and if I am going to write down something, whenever I am going to press enter key, it will automatically display bullet on my next line. So in this way we can use in Microsoft Word. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I'm going to write down the general format, or you can say that syntax of unordered list. So how can I write? UL, then type is equal to, so I can write either circle, square or disk, any one of them. Thereafter you have to write down li dash, then li dash. In this way I am going to represent all my list elements, and this is my end tag /UL. We see the example related with this unordered list. So suppose here I am writing UL, type is equal to circle. So it represents all the list element represented by circle. So suppose I am taking the example li, suppose if I am here I am writing suppose milk, then apple, li, mobile, and the last one is /UL. So I'm in this example I'm using only the 3 elements. First element represents milk, second one is apple, and the third one is mobile. So what will be the output? So it will display the elements like this: milk, second one is apple, third one is mobile, and all these 3 elements represented by circle. So in front of that, this hollow circle will display. So here I am going to use suppose few more elements, then all these elements are represented by circle. So this is what output. This is the output of this unordered list. So guys, suppose if I am going to ask you one question, what is the difference between ordered list and unordered list? So generally what happens, the first major difference is, in case of ordered list, the sequence of element is very crucial, very important. We can't change the sequence. So that's why it is represented by specific numbers, alphabets or digits. In case of unordered list, the list of sequence element is not important. So that's why we are not using with digits or special symbols. So instead of using this, we are using circle, square and disk. These 3 symbols we are going to use to represent unordered list elements. So these are the 2 different lists are there. So I will show you the practicals also, how to use ordered list and unordered list in our program, HTML program. So in this video, I'm going to upload 4 different programs which are related with order list, unordered list, definition list, and combination of order list as well as unordered list. So why is it so combination of order list and unordered list? Because in HSC board question paper, there is one question based on this order list and unordered list. Means what they are trying to give you the program. So what is our task? They are trying to say that you just have to find out the output of this program. So in that case, we have to find out the program output, how it would look like. So that things we are going to discuss in next session. But keep one thing in your mind. In this video, I am going to upload separate programs. These programs you need to focus. So thereafter, my third list is definition list. So as the name suggests, definition list, we can display number of definitions in our web page. So generally what happen, suppose if I'm going to create a information based web page, that web page consists of a list of the definitions are used in computer science paper 1, computer science paper 2. In that case, I'm using which tag? Definition list tag. So generally definition list tag is represented by tag DL. DL represents definition list. And generally it is also pair tag. So it is closed by /DL. So I'm repeat again. Definition list is represented by tag DL. Its pair tag is /DL. To represent definitions, term, actual definition. So DL tag uses 2 more supporting tags, and the name of these tags are DT and DD. So my DT tag represents definition term and DD represents data definition. So to represent list element, we are going to use DT and DD. These are the 2 supporting tags. And in order list, unordered list, we are using li tag as a supporting tag. So how can I going to represent definition list in my web page? So I will just show you its syntax. So how can I write? So I'm just start with my definition list tag. Then definition term I have to be used. Why is it so? This definition terms represents about whom you are going to write down the definition. So this is my definition term, then /DT. Thereafter I am going to use DD tag. So this DD tag represents actual definition related with DT. So suppose if I want to display another definition also, so again I am using DT tag /DT, means another term. Then on next line DD /DD. So it represents definition related with this DT. In this way, we can display multiple definitions in my web page. And my last tag is, friends, we are see one example how to use DL tag, DD tag, DT tag in our web page. So first of all, I am going to write down DL tag, that represents definition list. Then DT tag means the term about whom I am going to write down actual definition. Suppose my definition term is computer. Then I am going to write down /DT. Thereafter I am write down DD tag, which represents definition of computer. It is electronic device which represents combination of hardware as well as software. /DD Suppose if I want to display another definition, then I write down DT software slash DT, then DD, it is collection of various programs, then slash DD, and suppose this is my last definition, so that's why I'm going to write down here slash DL. So in this example, I'm uses two different definition, computer and software. So what happened in my web page, it will display computer word, and in next line paragraph wise form it will display the definition of this computer. Again on next line it will display software, and on its next line it will display the definition of software. So this is the example related with definition list tag. Now I will show you one example how to use order list and unordered list in mixed format. So I'm going to directly write down the example. Suppose I'm here, I'm going to write down OL type is equal to capital A. So this capital A represents list element represented by alphabet A. So here I'm going to write down LI computer paper first, and on next line I'm going to write down like this, UL type is equal to disk, and on next line I'm going to write down LI C++ LI HTML slash UL, and then I'm going to write down LI computer paper second. Again I'm going to write down UL type is equal to circle. On next line I'm going to write down LI microprocessor LI microcontroller slash UL slash OL. So this is called nested list. Means we are going to merge one list within another, or multiple lists are closed with each other or mixed with each other. It is called nesting of list. So in this example what I am trying to do, I have used one order list, and this order list consists of two separate unordered lists. So this is my first unordered list, this is my second unordered list. These two lists are mixed with this order list. So what will be the output of this list? So what happened? I have used OL type. OL type is equal to A. So what will be the output? So I will show you the output here. So first of all I am going to write down A, and my list element is what? Computer paper 1. So it will display like this, computer paper 1. Thereafter I am using unordered list. UL type is equal to disk, and these are two separate elements. These two elements related with this UL tag. So how it will going to represent? By disk. So thereafter I am going to draw one filled circle. This is another circle. First element is my C++, second is HTML. So these are the two elements which are bind with this UL tag and slash UL tag. Thereafter completing this, again LI tag is there. This LI tag represents another element of OL tag. So that's why, what is that element? LI computer paper second. So it is represented by B computer paper second. After that again it uses unordered list. UL type is equal to circle, and these are the two elements which are related with this unordered list. So it is represented by hollow circle, and my first lesson is microprocessor, second one is microcontroller. So after this slash UL is there, means termination of this innermost unordered list, and /OL represents termination of outermost order list. So this is my output with this related program. So I will also upload few more programs for practice. As you see the video, this video consists of 4 separate practical programs. You have to study these practical programs very carefully, and notes are also available in this video. In next session, what we are going to discuss? So we are going to discuss the HSC board exam question related with this topic. Means they are providing the program like this in your question paper, and what we need to do, we have to draw just only the output related with this question, and it carry 5 marks. So how can we draw the output related with that question? That we will going to discuss in next session. So guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have any difficulties, queries, please write me in comment section.